Good evening to everyone. Welcome to the 4urious podcast. This is your host Shubham, and I have with me Aniket joining in from Canada. Aniket, hello. How is your weekend going on?
Hello, everyone. Good evening to you guys. It's afternoon here, so good afternoon for the guys who are listening from Canada. Weekend has been good. Yesterday, I saw the match versus Barcelona versus Cadiz. It was really interesting match. We're going to discuss a little bit more about the match in this podcast.
Well, that's
Uh,
that's that's our job right now.
yeah,
That's why
that's
we are
our job
recording.
right now. But everything else has been good, fantastic. We are going into springs right now, so the weather is a little bit changing.
Yeah, it's yeah. We have had like a lot of rainy days in last like let's say 1 week,
Hmm.
and now there is a sad reality that summer is going and summer is slowly fading away. We went to
Yeah.
like a pub yesterday, last night, and it was like one of those last days when you're sitting outside, but still it's chilly, but people
Yeah.
are still sitting because they have a realization that it's gonna be gone. Like let's say in just
In couple of
like
weeks you are
couple
not
of weeks maximum. Yeah,
exactly, you're not going
yeah,
to be able to sit on the patio again, so
yeah. Exactly. But let's start discussing about the football now because we are here to do that. Barcelona dominated the game yesterday against Cadiz in the south of
mm,
Spain with a massive victory, Aniket. 4-0, another 4-0 game, another 4 goals scored by Xavi's men. But before talking to that game, because of course we will be discussing that game in this episode. But more importantly, we need to discuss Barca's UCL opening game in the midweek against Viktoria Plzeň. Yeah? Barca were fantastic as Lewandowski hits his first UCL hat trick with Barcelona, his sixth overall. But just as Lewandowski, Dembele was fantastic too with his
mm.
unreal assist. But Aniket, before discussing, can you please tell us what was the Xavi's lineup?
Let's dive into the lineups right now. Yes, so Xavi surprisingly again got too many changes in the lineups. Ansu Fati started this game. Besides him was Lewandowski and Dembele. Pedri, De Jong, and Casillas started this game as midfielders. So no Sergio Busquets here. Jordi Alba was brought back. Kunde Christensen and Sergio Roberto were our defenders. So Jordi Alba and Christensen were surprise element in the defense line. And as usual, Marc-Andre ter Stegen started the game as our goalkeeper.
Yeah, it's actually a surprise, as you said, Alba coming back as a left back because Balde has
Yeah,
been solid, and
yeah.
Kunde. I mean, Kunde, yes, deservingly so. Kunde has been given leadership role in the defense because,
Mm,
well, he has proven himself in just couple of games, and
yeah.
he has been that good. It's a
Hmm.
bit surprising that Araujo and Eric Garcia both sitting out, even after
Yeah.
having like fantastic start to the seasons respectively. But Christensen is here, and Roberto has had like a remontada in his career under Xavi. So kudos to Xavi for selecting this defense. And Aniket, we will discuss about this, of course, in the episode. But just one point to make here that Xavi is trying to do something. I don't know if it's working because that's what the analysis will be, but he's trying to do something which no Barca manager has been able to do in last 10 years.
Yeah.
Because we have discussed this with Valverde, Setien, Koeman, they had like their preferable lineups, and that's it. That's
Yeah.
it. I mean, there would be hardly one or two changes depending upon if someone is injured or if someone has like they have picked up a yellow card or something. So it's a risk, but that's it. But Xavi is trying to do something which has no Barca fan has ever thought of is to have like all 25 players responsible to win a game, and
Yeah.
which in theory is something beyond amazing.
Yeah. It's beyond comprehension actually. If you say to me right now that we are trying to rotate the team, I would be like Barca and trying to rotate the team. Nah, 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 not possible. I have never seen it since years, man. We played Pedri, 18-year-old boy. We played him so much so that he got an
He
injury,
had a
and that
burnout,
too a
yeah.
long injury, not like couple of weeks. He was out for months. Ansu Fati, well, Ansu Fati was not exactly. over-exertion, but yeah, he was out for a long time as well. Sergio Busquets has been playing in Barcelona since whenever I could remember. There has been no change. The managers has been rigid about their lineups, but yes, Xavi is trying to do something, and I hope that it works for him and it works for our team.
Yeah. But perfect start, to Barca's UCL campaign as they were dominant in both the halves, Aniket, since minute one. 13 minutes on the clock, and Kessie started the movement or the scoring sheet as he grabbed an opportunity in the corner, using a corner kick. Dembele majestically sends the ball inside the box. Koundé heads it to direct towards Kessie, and Kessie clinically heading it inside the net. Barcelona 1-0. Aniket, finally players like these, for example, pinpoint crosses and corners from players like Dembele, and good in air capability like from players like Koundé, and then finally heading and scoring headers from players like Kessie. These kind of players are adding like an extra dimension to Barca, which we are not very aware of. We haven't seen many corner goals and header goals from last Barca squads for like last 10 years.
Yeah, so all the set pieces, they are working perfectly well right now. Before the set pieces, they were just like, okay, we got a corner, but we knew that it was not going to convert into a goal. But right now it's working, and it's working good for Barcelona.
Yeah. And then 20 minutes later, Lewandowski starts his UCL campaign with Barca. But why to just talk about it when you can see the goal? So, I'll just make sure that you can see the goal. So we see I mean, you can watch this from so many different angles, Aniket. The goal will be as beautiful as it gets. Lewandowski is like, I don't know, like a fairy from the sky, coming to Barcelona to save the majestic spirit of Barcelona or something. I don't know. I don't have any words to as pure and as magical as what Lewandowski is doing currently on the pitch. Wow.
Yeah, man, his goal is really amazing. This guy, he came to Barca, he started scoring, and that's what I could think. He was prepared to take the stress of, what do you say, all
The burden of the
burden of
burden of the
Barcelona.
shoulders or something.
Exactly,
Yeah.
burden of this Barcelona t-shirt, and he was ready to score goals right and left.
Yeah. Just 6 minutes after he scored, Lewandowski was involved in another aspect of gameplay. So he backheels the ball to Pedri, another magician who just took a beautiful run inside Viktoria Plzeň's box and subtly pushes beyond Stanek, the goalkeeper of Viktoria, but only to be cleared off of the goal line by the left back Jamelka. Just before the halftime, Viktoria banked on another great chance where Jamelkas, he had like a lovely 6-7 minutes. Jamelka's curling cross inside the box and headed astoundingly by Jean Sikora 2-1, opening the game wide, Aniket, to an interesting could be second half.
Yeah, but here I just want to add one more thing to your point. Like, as Peter said in his last video, that just watch out for Pilsenya's header and all those kind of stuffs. And it came to be very much true in this scenario, that after 2 goals, we conceded a goal from a header. So yeah, his prediction was spot on.
Yeah,
but the Xavi's boys did not lose the confidence. Man, this guy Dembele, we can now see the goal right from here. He just gave the ball there, and boom, what you can see is majestical Lewandowski again heading the ball perfectly in the goal. I mean, Dembele, more credit to Dembele, I would say. He slashed the ball through all those defenders. It reached Lewandowski perfectly on his, he adjusted his head to head that ball. But what a goal. Comfortable pass, comfortable goal. And 3-1 Barcelona before halftime, goes to the dressing room 3-1, leading the game.
Yeah, but Aniket, I just need to add one point. Dembele, of course, hands down, amazing cross, and it was meant for Lewandowski. So
Yeah,
it was just served on a platter. It's
yeah,
like, okay, take this. It was as
yeah.
easy as it gets for Lewandowski. But more importantly, actually, Dembele was trying to dribble in the box before just this thing happened. He was
Yeah,
trying to dribble in the box, and he I think he tried to shoot from using his left foot. Exactly what he did in preseason. If you remember, he has tried this kind of goals or he actually has scored 2 goals against Juventus. I remember once, and once I think it was against Real Madrid. No, against Real Madrid it was Rafinha. I don't remember which team was it again, but he has scored like 2 goals. What he does, he tries to enter the box from the right wing.
yeah,
Just using his dribblings and skills, and he just tries to deceive the defenders, and then he tries to shoot.
yeah,
He did that. He lost the ball. Actually, his shot was blocked by a Viktoria Plzeň, his defender, and then the ball was loose. And
yeah,
then there was actually the ball was received by a Viktoria Plzeň's defender. What Dembele does is he sprints behind this player. He slide tackles him.
Slight.
Then and the perfect tackle. Not
Yeah,
a single one, not a single player was complaining. A perfect tackle. He takes the ball, and then we see what happened. So
exactly.
this goal has been made by Dembele twice. It
Yeah,
was set up by Dembele, but even before coming to the position of setting the goal, Dembele did all the dirty work. And this has been difference in his attitude, the approach that he's taking to go to the
yeah,
ball. The man wants to win. It's
yeah.
as clear as it gets. I mean, you see the desire, the willingness to do something when you look at something like this. Amazing stuff.
So the first thing, what I want to say is Dembele has transformed as a player. He is involved in the game. You can see him dancing on the pitch, like with his balls. Yes, he loses possessions n number of times, but not that often. He lost the possession in previous matches. It's like it's like this. If he turns, he loses the possession, but not in this game.
He basically, just to add to your point, he was losing position like Ferran Torres is losing right now.
Ferran Torres, you want to start on him again?
Well, that's the life of a Barca fan to bitch about Ferran Torres. But anyway, moving on.
Anyways, moving on. So second half started, 67th minute. Jordi Alba crosses the ball inside to Ferran Torres, who chests the ball, passes it to Lewandowski, and what you see again, the bottom right corner, and it's a goal. This man, I can't praise this man anymore. Like we have been praising since he joined Barcelona. I mean, wow, amazing pass.
Yeah.
Ferran Torres, again, you were starting on Ferran Torres, but let me tell you one thing. This pass was amazing. Without him being at that position at that right time, it would not have been possible for Lewandowski to score this goal. So kudos to Ferran Torres. And
Kudos.
Lewandowski, no more words for him. It's like all praises goes to Lewandowski.
Yeah, I mean, this goal was sort of a carbon copy of what he scored in his, in the opening goal that he had.
Yeah.
But even harder because he did not actually take a step. He received the ball and it was a first touch.
Boom.
Such a beautiful first touch. Boom. Yeah. Literally boom. And man, I mean, so Aniket, we must have seen how many players, like 12, 13, 15 summer windows, probably 5 to 6 players every single window. We have had incomings, outgoings. We have had so many La Masia players. We have loved our players. But I have never fallen in love with a player so quickly in my whole Barca career as I did. I did it with Lewandowski. This guy is amazing.
Yeah.
Genuinely amazing. It's not because he's playing for Barcelona, but what he's doing, I have not seen this. I have
Well,
not. I didn't think that it is possible what he's doing. Amazing stuff.
even when he was at Bayern Munich, it was pleasure to watch Lewandowski score. I mean, yeah, against Barcelona, he scored a couple of times, a lot than that, but
More
it
than
was,
couple, yeah.
yeah, but it was always good to see Lewandowski score, man. This guy is really, his footballing style is different, and he is bang on. He just want to score goals, and that's what he's doing for Barcelona right now. I'm
Yeah,
so I'm so happy that he joined Barcelona in this transfer window. So
indeed.
3 minutes later, in the 78th minute, Dembele again takes ball from Frankie de Jong in the midfield, look up to Ferran, who was just starting to take his run, lobs the ball to Ferran Torres, and again, what Ferran Torres does is takes the ball, volleys it, turns around 180 degrees, shoots it, bam, it's a goal for Ferran Torres. Barcelona leading the game 5-1. Too easy for Barcelona. Everything under control. Nothing more to do. And this time, Ferran Torres makes it possible to score a goal. So, amazing goal. Again, you can see Dembele on the pitch assisting it, but you need to give Ferran Torres some credit for this goal. Literally fantastic goal.
Yeah, fantastic goal. Kudos to Ferran Torres for having like good second half. Actually, as we discussed this in the Victoria, not again the game against Cadiz. But right now, yes, he had like good. I don't remember. He came at like 60, 65 minutes, so like had a good 30 minutes from
Yep.
him.
Yep.
Should have given him some confidence, at least in theory, yes. But we will see what happened in the game against Cadiz. But as you said, Dembele, wow.
Yeah.
And that is brilliant stuff from Dembele.
So one positive again from Bayern Munich side is Bayern defeated Inter Milan. So which is a good deal for Barcelona. I hope Bayern wins the match again, so that it will be easier for Barcelona to qualify for the next round.
Yeah, it's a rival watch is right now necessary, especially for this kind of group of death, where we have to, every single point will matter in the end. So yeah. But Aniket, let's move on to the next segment of this game, which is TFB man of the match for the game against Viktoria Plzeň, and surely there is no one else other than Lewandowski, Robertinho Lewandowski. His football is majestic, beautiful, and moreover effective. I mean, I have never witnessed something like this so fast, so quickly, and so effective. It's like bam.
I'm so happy that he got his hat-trick in this match. He already had missed so many opportunities to score hat-tricks, but I was really happy to see him score a hat-trick in this one.
Yeah. So Aniket, after the Bayern game, after the Victoria, I think I am obsessed with Bayern.
With Bayern game,
just,
huh? Yeah.
I cannot wait for this Bayern game because it's making me nervous. It's making me nervous. I can feel a little bit of goosebumpy feeling every time I think about Bayern because it's gonna be a hard game. But coming back to the reality right now or the present, Barca met Cadiz in La Liga, and the game was, as we discussed in the beginning of this episode, Barca had a massive 4-0 victory over Cadiz. So Aniket, let's get started with the lineup.
So again, I'll say again, Xavi surprised all of us with his lineups. So let's see how it looks like. He started Ferran Torres, Memphis Depay, and Dembele as our strikers. So no Lewandowski here, no Rafinha, no Ansu Fati. Ferran and Memphis started the game. Frankie de Jong, Busquets, and Xavi. Midfield was okay. Midfield was so no Pedri here, no Kessie here. Balde started the game again. Pique, Araujo, and Hector Bellerin. So many surprises in this game. And Marc-Andre ter Stegen started as the goalkeeper for this match as well. So full packs of deck of surprises, I would say. And let's see how it went for Barcelona.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, too many changes in Barca lineup, but with of course a great ambition, as we discussed, Aniket, that Xavi is trying to do something which no Barca manager has at least succeeded. Of course, they might have tried, or they must have tried. We know, but unfortunately, his idea was amazing. The outcome, we don't know, because the first half was quite boring.
Yeah. To be honest, what I felt
simply plain boring.
Yeah. So I could see a hint of last season, like we were just passing the ball with no certain direction. It was random. I don't know how to put that in words. It did not click, to be honest. Memphis Depay quite lost some chances. Ferran Torres, as usual, I could just imagine what he was doing on the pitch. His typical shot, typical space, typical whatever, same shot, right out of the
same goal,
right, not on target, same thing,
goal, same miss. Sorry.
Yeah, same miss. What's going on with Ferran Torres? I mean, I literally have no idea. But second half was really good. Second half started on a high note in the 55th minute with a great gameplay. Rafinha on the left wing pushes the ball, pushes a through ball for a Xavi, who crosses the ball on the ground, gets a nudge of Cadiz goalkeeper Alcaraz, but Frankie de Jong poaches the ball in the goal. Bam, Barca leading the game 1-0.
Yeah, a good goal for Frankie de Jong, a needed one actually, a necessary goal for Frankie de Jong, because with Gavi's form, Frankie de Jong needs to prove himself once
every
again.
bit of himself. Yes.
Now, I think except for Dembele, Lewandowski, and probably Ter Stegen, because these three players, I think they're irreplaceable right now. I mean, of course, Xavi will try to rotate them so that to give them a bit of rest and not.
We saw in this lineup there was no Lewandowski in this lineup, so he is trying to
Dembele,
rotate.
Also Dembele, but no, in general, I mean, if you're talking about simply based on like a lineup simply based on the form, then Lewandowski, Dembele, and Ter Stegen, these three players have to start. Of course, Pedri, Gavi, probably Busquets. Well, Busquets could be, let's say, debatable, but other than that, all the positions are in contention. Because you said Rafinha, it was a good gameplay by Rafinha, but this came at 54th minute, right?
54th, 55th minute it started all, but before that it was nothing. There was no spark in the game.
Yeah, before that, I remember he had one chance. I remember.
He was out of the box. He took a shot. Yeah,
and it hit the goalpost. So 10-12 minutes. I don't remember exactly the timing. But that's it. That's it. Rafinha hasn't had any involvement in the game in the first half, and this is the concern. Why? Because there is a pattern in this gameplay, as we discussed again offline. Or I think we discussed this with John. That So whenever there is Dembele on the pitch, all the spotlight is on Dembele. He plays quite well under him, like as a wingman or as a secondary, as a jack position, as a secondary position. But whenever there is more responsibility added on Rafinha's shoulders, and then there is like Ferran Torres or Ansu Fati, who is not a winger, who is like more of a second striker, then Rafinha makes a lot of mistakes in decision making. He has quality, no doubt. He has dribbles, he tries, but what lacks in this aspect is his decision making. So probably, I don't know. I don't have any specific, evidence while I'm speaking this, but probably this is the effect of Dembele. That Dembele might be speaking to Rafinha to do what in the game whenever it's happening. So still, if it's not happening, I don't know. But Rafinha still needs to, get his rhythm when he is playing alone, not with Dembele.
Yeah. That is, I completely agree with your point. And one more thing, maybe it would be Dembele's effect, or second thing, it could be Lewandowski's effect, because he is quite vocal on the pitch as well. He tells
Mm.
players what to do, what not to do, what his positioning would be, what your positioning should be. So I think, yeah, whatever you said completely makes sense.
Yeah. But 3 minutes later, after the first goal, what Xavi does, because of course there is one strategy, that is it's a Cadiz game. You know, we are winning 1-0. It's an away game. We have games 3 days later, just 3 days later against Bayern Munich at Allianz Arena. So it's a risk. You know, we don't want to injure our players. Yeah, it's a strategy. It's a strategy. Many coaches employ that. You know, you can just let's say take out I don't know, Ferran Torres or Rafinha and add like a third defender. So I play 5-3-2 or something like this. But no. What Xavi does is Xavi adds on three of his best players in terms of Pedri, Lewandowski, and Dembele to replace Memphis, Ferran, and Gavi. Because this man, as we discussed with John, as Lewandowski has lust for goals, Xavi has lust to watch probably Lewandowski scoring goals. I don't know. I don't know whose lust is bigger, but this lust is helping Barcelona, and this lust is helping Barcelona fans to be happy. Wow. I was amazed by this elite mentality that Xavi has, by the way.
Yeah. So I think minutes after the substitution, there was a sort of replica of the first goal, what Frenkie de Jong scored. So it's all started on the right hand side, defender side. So Bellerin sprints from the right wing, passes it to Rafinha, who crosses it inside again a nudge by Alcaraz, and at this time, instead of Frenkie de Jong, it was Lewandowski who sprints from other side of the pitch to score the goal. He just pushes it with his leg. He slides it, and sliding push, I would say. A soft push, a soft touch by Lewandowski, but the result is same again. It's 2-0. Barcelona up in the game again, doubling their lead.
Yeah. Just one point to add here is when this happened, because if you watch the first goal, as you said, replica, Frenkie de Jong was still running towards the ball.
Yeah.
So when the ball was, when the cross was there, he was still running. So he had momentum with him. He did not need too much time to reach the ball. But when you cross-check this with Lewandowski's goal, what happened is Lewandowski was not in the contention at all in the gameplay.
He was not in the picture. He was not in the picture at all.
He was much behind, and the ball was not meant for Lewandowski, which he knew.
Not at all.
And the ball actually not. I don't remember if it was stopped or it was like slowed down.
It got deflected. It got deflected by the goalkeeper.
It was deflected by the goalkeeper, but then it didn't stop. It was quite slow. So it was just moving, I think, across just across the goal line.
The goal.
And then there was I don't remember who was the defender, but Cadiz defender. He was much closer to the goal, and Lewandowski was much behind. He was not in the frame, as you mentioned, but he was seen running like crazy towards the ball because he wants to score that goal. He wants to. It's not that he will get another chance or not. He has to score that goal.
He has to put everything he got just to score that goal. And that's what he did. Like at the end of the goal post, he slides to score that goal. I mean, at the age of 33, it's difficult. But he did. And he scored it again for Barcelona.
Yeah. Then 86 minutes. Actually, there was just a health scare. So the game was paused in the middle, and then it was a bit confusing for us to watch that what exactly is happening. But there was a fan, I think, who suffered from some illness. So the game was stopped, and kudos to the football management, because of course nothing is more important than life and than health. But the game was resumed once again, and 86 minute Dembele starts a counter attack with a brilliant through ball to Lewandowski, who springs with his lungs out. By the way, Aniket, he can be seen every single let's say, and he was being constantly pulled by the defender. And he was just going like a bull and completely being unselfish, passes it square to Ansu Fati, who was just on the left of him, who has the free net because goalkeeper and everyone was just towards Lewandowski. Boom, Barcelona 3-0. Aniket, we have scored this goal million times during FIFA sessions.
Yeah, I could still remember it clearly what we used to do. We used to run towards the goal, the goalkeeper used to come, and I used to run besides you need to pass me, and that's a goal. Yeah. It was pitch perfect shot, pitch perfect pass from Lewandowski, and Ansu Fati turns it to goals. 2 minutes in the extra time, Lewandowski starts the counter attack now, passes to Dembele on the right wing. Dembele treats this goal to himself with a great run, takes a dummy, pushes the ball to his right foot for a shot. Boom, Barcelona 4-0. Another 4-0 game by Barcelona. I mean, this is like third or fourth time we're scoring 4 goals in this season. And I could not even remember after Xavi became the manager of this team, which time is this, like 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th? I have no count for that, but it's still the 4-0 game again.
I think I'll just check because I don't want to be let's say wrong. I'll just check that this was our fifth match, right? La Liga match, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah.
Okay, so fifth, you're sure, right? So fifth match, we did not score in one because it was a 0-0, the opening one.
It was goalless,
so
yes.
In 4 games, basically, Barca has scored 20 goals, if I'm not wrong. And, or if it, no, I think the stat, no, I read actually a stat in last 5 games or something. So maybe they included the Viktoria Plzeň game, but I'm not sure. But it was like last 5 games, Barca has scored 20 goals and conceded 2 goals. And
so
by
the
this
stats
stage,
speak for itself, man.
Yeah,
the stats speak for
itself. Kudos to the defensive unit and Ter Stegen for this stat.
For sure.
Because I was seeing Ter Stegen stats since 2014-2015 season, so 7 years. It was like, I think this start to the season has been Ter Stegen's best one because he has considered 2 goals, and his second best was 4 goals in 2014-2015. Since then, he hasn't had like so good record. So Ter Stegen might not be coming back. He is back.
I just want to mention one thing. 2 things, to be honest. First thing, what Xavi said when he joined Barcelona was, Dembele is one of the best wingers. I could make him world class. He's working on it, and we could see his efforts and Dembele's efforts as well. Second thing, what Xavi said was, Ter Stegen is a great goalkeeper, and he believes in Ter Stegen like no one else. And that's what we are seeing right now. Even if you would have said me in last season that we are going to sell Ter Stegen and we will just let him go to save some salary caps and whatever, I would be happy to let him go. But if you ask me the same question right now, I want to sell Ter Stegen, we'll give you 80 million. I'm like, no, this guy is staying here. No other way. This guy is staying here.
Yeah, because being a Barcelona goalkeeper is exactly like being a Barcelona centre back. It's hard.
Yeah.
Sometimes you may look stupid, but it's not your fault.
Exactly.
It's hard to play for Barcelona in these positions, and what these guys are doing, it's perfect. It's amazing.
And more often, Barcelona goalkeepers are programmed for short passing, not for long balls. So that's a very difficult
they need
situation.
to be very good with ball. Yeah, they need to be very good with ball, and they might not. They need to be involved in the position passing, and they might not get so much defensive cover because the defense is playing such a high line. So it's hard being a Barcelona goalkeeper, and what Ter Stegen is doing is amazing. And what you said about Dembele, Aniket, I completely agree. And camp right now because we have like a World Cup in less than 5 months now. And I think, yeah, close to 4 months. So less than 4 months, I think. And all the teams and the international camps are thinking about their squads and players. And Dembele, hands down, might be French, squad's second best player after Mbappe, probably.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
if you, and as you said, if you had discussed this, or if we had predicted this like 6 months ago, it would be impossible. Impossible.
Nope.
Or
Yeah.
let's say not 6 months, but like let's say 1 year. And what you said, that after Xavi came, I think it's his medical staff and the doctor that he brought along with him. They have had like a fantastic effect on Dembele's health. Touch wood. I hope that we don't jinx him. But yeah, it's amazing. And let's see. So let's game TFP man of the match, Aniket, and it's getting pretty easy for us basically. Should we do this? Should we just predict Lewandowski as the TFP man of the match for next 10 matches? Because I think
we could do that. Like, if you see him play, it's quite obvious that he's going to be man of the match. You can see this guy in defense, you can see this guy in game making, you can see this guy scoring goals. What else you need from a player? Like,
yeah,
mind you, he's 33 years old, huh? So he's not young as Frankie de Jong or Ferran Torres.
Hands down, Lewandowski wins the man of the match for this game as well. What a player. So after this segment of man of the match, Aniket, let's move to another one, which is TFP ratings. So in this segment, Aniket will give his rating to all the players who played their part in the game versus Cadiz. So Aniket, what are your ratings?
Let's start from goalkeeper this time. So Ter Stegen gets a rating of 8. Amazing game for him. Nice work by Ter Stegen. Balde gets a rating of 7. Pique looked a little bit in pieces. Rating of 6 for him. Araujo rating of 7. Hector Bellerin, a nice game for him, rating of 7.5. Xavi gets a 6. Busquets 7. Frankie de Jong 7.5. Ferran Torres, a rating of 4, I would say. Not a good game for him. We expect a lot from Ferran Torres, but he always underperforms. Memphis gets a score of 5. Does not look like a player who has that spark in him to play for Barcelona.
Yeah.
Rafinha gets a rating of 7. Lewandowski, great game, amazing game, gets a rating of 8.5. Dembele, a rating of 8. Pedri gets a rating of 7. So these were the ratings for this game. These two players, I just want to talk a little bit about those two, Ferran Torres and Memphis. Ferran is okay. He is just 22 years of age. So not to give him any more time, he already got last season, summer, the whole summer season, and this season as well. So a lot of time has been given to Ferran Torres, but he is not ready to improve. And Memphis Depay, what is going on with Memphis? When he joined the team, I was so happy that we have a solid striker in form of Memphis. But seeing him day by day, I don't know, his quality degraded or he was the same quality. I am not sure about him, but he is not playing up to the mark. So that's what I have to say about these two players for now.
Yeah, with Memphis, it's quite hard because, as you said, Ferran is young, and Ferran, let's say, for example, has an understanding of how the Spanish football works. So he will get his chances under, Luis Enrique in the Spanish camp. Then he will have his sessions with Xavi. So he will have like some scope of improvement. But Memphis, yeah, I agree with you. He looks out of place. He doesn't seem very comfortable. He is not a striker. He's not a number 10. He's not a winger. What kind of position can he play for Barcelona? I don't know.
Well, for
I was
Ferran, I could also add one more thing. His positioning game is so good. He just need to work on his shots and passes, which I think he could work on.
I think he's too soft. As soon
Yeah,
as he gets tackled, he either let's say loses the position, or he just literally falls on the ground
yeah.
and also loses the position. So he is well. But Memphis, yeah, I think Memphis will run down his contract and then move on to another to any other club for free, because I don't see any improvement on Memphis's part. Uh,
Yeah.
for example, if he comes on like such games where he can play like 45 minutes, half an hour, score a penalty or or a tap in, or uh, I don't know. But apart from that,
Anything. Yeah.
I don't see much of his involvement in the gameplay as such.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Aniket, for your ratings. I actually agree with every bit of them. A very good debut actually for Bellerin.
Yeah.
He was quite comfortable. He looked quite pacey,
Mm,
and
mm.
he was trying to come inside, also go outside, depending upon the positioning of Rafinha. So yeah, good game. He will give a good competition to Sergi Roberto, and vice versa. So I think this addition is quite a nice one. Then also it's notable to mention that Marcos Alonso also made his
Yeah. Debut
debut with Barca
yesterday.
yesterday. He
Mm.
came as a substitute at I think around 75th minute, but as soon as he came like 5 to 6 minutes later, that fan
Game
thing happened,
halted.
and
Yeah.
the game was halted. So not a very memorable one, and of course after coming back he was not involved in the gameplay or such.
Mm.
But yeah, good for him. He had his debut. He did not concede, so kudos to him as well. But let's move on to the next segment, which is TAP penalty shootout. Okay. So I would just start with okay, this statement doesn't actually come under the category of TAP penalty shootout, because in this segment we talk about the administrative stuff and some rumors regarding Barcelona. But I think I think it needs to be mentioned that Busquets, our captain, he said about the football incident, the fan incident that happened. His life is always about football. My pardon, and I beg your pardon. From the FC Barcelona locker room, we wish a very speedy recovery to the Cadiz spectator, and lots of encouragement to his entire family.
So the second one is coming from Bayern Munich. Bayern Munich started again to continue poor domestic form ahead of Barcelona.
Yeah, to talk a bit more about Bayern Munich, Bayern winger Kingsley Coman is a doubt right now for the game versus Barcelona.
So the next one is regarding Rafinha. He has been called up for Brazil friendly later this month.
Yeah, congratulations to him, by the way. Barcelona are preparing a lawsuit against Atletico de Madrid for the Griezmann case. Aniket, it's a terrible thing which is happening to football right now. Barca considered that they must pay 40 million euros because the necessary condition for the clause to be executed has already been taken last season.
So Javier Tebas, the La Liga president on Griezmann case, he said, "Let the right body interpret it. The case has been submitted to arbitral tribunal, so the result will be out soon."
Yeah. And a very positive news, Aniket. I mean, it's actually a very proud news. If you're a Barcelona fan and you are supporting and you're following every bit of Barcelona news, is the new salary limit set by La Liga for FC Barcelona is whooping 656 million euros. Mind you, it was minus 114 million few months ago.
A
So,
huge relief for Barcelona camp
yep.
and good news for Barcelona. Very important update coming in from Barcelona's dressing room. Gavi is on the verge of signing a new deal with Barcelona, and the rumors is that it would be done before October. So great news. and very awaited news, actually, to be honest.
Yeah, let's just hope that it gets done and dusted, and then we can focus on the footballing aspect of Gavi's, let's say Gavi. But Aniket, now the next game that we have, actually two games in 1 week. We have a very important upcoming game on Tuesday. Barca's second Champions League game versus Bayern Munich will start at 9 p.m. Central European time. And then La Liga game, sixth game, Barcelona will host Elche on Saturday. I think it's 4:15 p.m. in Central Europe. I think it will be like it will be even like let's say morning or dawn.
Game.
Yeah, early morning.
Early morning game. It would be like 7:15 a.m.
Yeah.
So
quite an early morning for you then.
Yeah, I hope my Friday gets over by then.
Yeah, but a very important week upcoming. Yeah. I hope that we can win both the games, and if we play the same way as we are against Bayern, and with Bayern's poor form, because Bayern has lost previous game,
we still stand a chance to win that game.
Yeah, we still stand a chance. So, anywho, Aniket, thank you so much for talking to me and for discussing two games, which was quite hard, because Aniket, it's quite easy to analyze the game right there and then, because but when you discuss about the same game like 4 or 5 days later, as we are doing for the Champions League, because of course we cannot do it midweek, it's almost impossible for us. It's quite hard. It's a hard job.
Yeah,
but
it's a tough one. But again, we have been following this. We have been doing this all since, I don't know, like 2 years, whatever. It's not that difficult, I would say. But to manage the time is the challenge.
Yeah. But yeah. Anywho, so Aniket, thank you so much for talking to me today, and we let's hope that Barca's both the games will be amazing. And thank you to all the listeners who are listening on audio version to us on Spotify, as we are available on Spotify, Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, Amazon Music, and if you're watching us on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, comment. You know the drill. Try to spread the love with your fellow FC Barcelona fans, or even if they are not FC Barcelona fans, they can be following some different club. But of course, we will be interesting to know their thoughts about how we are doing, and if we are analyze something very specific which we are not doing, please let us know. Aniket, last thoughts?
Last thoughts is just one thing: like, share, comment, subscribe. If you have any suggestions, write down below in the comment box. Press the like button, subscribe button. Forza Barça. That's all for today.
Yeah, perfect. So, Aniket, Forza Barça. Bye-bye.
Forza Barça. Bye-bye.
Barça! Barça!